What's good, everybody? Time for a DL short. I hope you guys had a good weekend. It's Monday. Uh, so everyone on the YouTube, especially in this small bubble, this small corner of the internet, has seen the videos about the woman in Texas who alleged that she was attacked by a guy because she refused to give him her phone number, and he hit her allegedly with a brick. Now, this is a woman um, of Somali descent, but she lives in America. So, with the way American racism works, she's black. And she says that a black man attacked her, hit her with the brick. I don't know. He threw the brick at her and it hit her, or he hit her somehow on the side of her face. There's a lot of damage to her face, a lot of swelling, I should say. A lot of swelling to her face. And in the video, there's a lot of people, a lot of black men standing around, and she says, "You guys refuse to help me," and it's this big thing, and people are talking about it. This happened in Texas. Local news is reporting on this all over the country. I know there's a local news report on it here in Central Florida. Um, is all of this a hoax? There seems to be some people out there who believe it is. And people out there thinking, well, why would someone lie about something like this? You look at her face, it was damaged. Why? Why? Well, GoFundMe. GoFundMe is a thing now, right? Whenever things go wrong, whenever there's some sort of horrific event, people put up a GoFundMe. A lot of folks donate money. I'm still waiting to hear from law enforcement because I believe all this took place in Houston. I'm still waiting for that. But, the streets do their own investigations, right? And everyone now will go find information that they can and post it to the internet. So there's some stuff out there now that maybe points to a little bit of fraud, like all this is a hoax. It never happened. I wonder. So Pink Book Lessons, I don't know if you guys watch Pink Book, but that is a really good YouTube channel. Pink Book Lessons. She covers a lot of stuff in this vein. This is definitely in her wheelhouse. Let's check out what Pink Book has to say about the brick lady.
So yeah, the Somali Carly Russell was not about to get any attention from me on my holiday week. The woman in question came out with this fake stage video here, doing all this huffing and gasping.
Face, I would have given my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see that?
Acting like somebody did her something when no one touched her at all. She literally already had her face like that, wore a mask, and then took it off right before filming this video. And later on, we'll get into the account from the nurse who claimed that she put that stuff in her own face and had it drained at a clinic. But she snatched the mask off and then ran over in front of some guys, acting like somebody did something to her. Immediately, the men who are supposed to be Somali men are just standing around like, what do you want me to do? That's because she ran from across the street, putting on this whole victim show. It was unbelievable, but unbelievably, all these people believed her.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
All she had to do was say a black man did it, and the other black men just stood there and wouldn't help her.
What? And they don't give a yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my face, because I would have given my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see that?
I mean, she knew exactly what to say, how to say it, and how to act in order to get the black misandrous, feminists, and simps activated on social media.
So Pink Book, that sister ain't gonna pull no punches. And everything that we say here, we're out here in this YouTube world, everything is alleged until some entity could come in and get the facts. I guarantee you local law enforcement is working to get the facts, and it will come to light at some point. It's not going to go away. The story is starting to catch too much attention countrywide. So, and I remember when I first saw this video, I wasn't even going to talk about it. People were talking about it on YouTube. It was, the video was going viral. And, I'm just kind of looking at it. It's like, man, that's sad if it did happen. I know people, I came up in the world where you would see that type of violence for whatever reason. There's just folks out there who just look for an excuse to hurt someone else, right? But the thing that made me pause is that I didn't see any scratches or scrapes or deep bruising or blood, anything. It's just the swelling. And it's like real shiny and it's swelling. And I mean, even with a black eye or something like that, eventually you start to see you'll see the bruise itself. You'll see the coloration change, right? And you'll see like the damage done to the white part of the eye and all that. Like, but I've seen people hit with rocks. I've seen people hit with bats and clubs and kickstands off a bike. I've seen it, and it leaves scarring, not just swelling, but you will see you will see the scars. So I'm just kind of looking at this like, especially after it for weeks afterwards, that's when it really looks bad. That's when you see all of the purple and all the different discolorations that goes along with that. But let's continue.
They all fell for this whole storyline.
Y'all are stupid. Stupid.
She just started yelling and screaming and pointing at a black man, and that's all it took. And like a bunch of sheep, they fell right for it. Didn't matter if her condition didn't support what she was saying. Like, who would get a brick to the face that hard and not crack anything, still conscious and doing all that talking, speech not impacted at all, nothing. None of it mattered though. They just saw her face looking like Martin getting out of the ring with Tommy the Hitman.
Says the Pink Book, you wrong for that picture though. She wrong for that, but she has a fact. If you're hit with an object, that sort of blunt trauma to your head, you're gonna be dazed. You're not gonna run across the street and start walking around. You're not gonna have the capacity to hold your phone and answer questions and look at and listen to people. You're going to be dazed. Have you ever heard that term before? Someone gets punched really hard. Oh, they're dazed, and you see boxers kind of stumbling around on the baby legs. That's what happens. Like I've seen a lot of people get assaulted and take some serious blows to the head. Most of them fell to the ground. Some of them were unconscious. And then you got to look at the concussion aspect to it. You see that with football players all the time. You hit someone hard enough, even with a helmet on, you get a concussion and you don't know where you are. You certainly don't have the wherewithal, like they said, to run across the street and then to kind of start doing everything she was doing. When you get hit in the head with something, it is going to rock you. I'm telling you, you're going to get dazed. You're going to see stars. It's going to take a moment to get your head together. And if you sitting there and you got hit with something that caused that amount of damage that fast, like instantly, boom, you got that kind of bruising that fast. Now, it's going to be hard for you to walk. You're going to need your friends to guide you into a vehicle so y'all can get to the hospital or get to some help. And the fact that she's out there for a while with this video not getting any help, and the crowd is looking confused. And then, of course, you had all the stuff that was going on, like, well, we know who she is and we know she's a troublemaker and this and that. But the fact still remains, no one lifted a finger to help her. Even if this were a hoax and she ran over, no one lifted a finger to help her. But then, you got this GoFundMe and it's like all this money. Let's continue.
And side note, that was one of my favorite Martin episodes ever. But she came out looking like a beat up Martin, and they automatically believed her story like a bunch of idiots. Why they believed it? Well, the same reason why they believed Carly Russell's lying behind. Because we're supposed to believe all women, no matter if it doesn't make any sense. If she said it, then we're not supposed to question it, use any common sense or logic. Just get emotional like a bunch of 2-year-olds, and that's it. Stuff like I saw a baby on 459 in a diaper on a pitch black interstate.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Yeah, lies like that. They're acting like she was at the hospital for the brick.
I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. Why do people want to hurt me so bad?
And it was the feminist-led Miss Xandria's media puppets who went out there to spread her lies, spread her narrative. Millions of people saw that on the Shade Room. She was talked about on the Breakfast Club, and she immediately got support. If that wasn't enough, you had all these videos coming out of her promoting that Black women should go sleep with Black women. Black women are protectors and not Black men. Literally setting up Black women to be without protection. While she also ran around saying the same Black women are jealous of trans women. Talking about Black women got their bodies from the trans, but Somali women had natural BBL type bodies without the surgery. More videos came out of her putting hands on men, jumping in men's faces, talking crazy, being ratchet. You had old friends coming out saying that she was always acting like this and used to go around spitting on people. But
So Sister Pink Book got more into it, and she was just kind of stating the case for this woman's past and what she's done online. Like, all this stuff is out here. You can hear the words come from the lady's mouth, what she was saying. And, she has the right to say what she wants to say in this country. I get it. I ain't tripping. Right. But if in fact this is a hoax and she did this to get money, to get attention, to get some clout, if this is the truth and she lied like the one woman lied about the little kid walking down the highway at night, if this is the truth, it is going to do so much damage to those women out there and those men out there, those people who suffer real injuries from real assaults, because it's going to make everyone cynical. Even when this story broke, in the back of my mind, like, I don't know, this don't sound right. This don't sound right. I'm so programmed now to think that my first thought is this person's lying. Like, it's like, that's how cops think. I'm looking for the bad right away. Just like law enforcement is like, let's find out what happened here. Let's get the facts. I don't know if any laws were broken. I don't think she called law enforcement. We'll have to wait and see what the PD says. I don't know if she made a police report. They might have asked her some questions, but we don't know if she actually made a report or what was in any reports. Because I know you can get in trouble for that. Falsifying reports, lying, and all that kind of stuff. You can get in trouble for that. What she said on social media. I don't know. Like, again, I read a couple of articles. I'm gonna read some more. And I think it was Newsweek, maybe USA Today or something like that, did an article on this almost a week ago. And they didn't get any response from law enforcement. There was no statements given by the police. So there's that. But apparently this woman, I'm going to link this video in the description. You go back and watch the entire Pink Book Lessons video. Apparently this woman has done this sort of thing before, where she would have damage to her face and she would claim that she was assaulted by a Black man, and, there would be a GoFundMe and people would send money. Apparently this has happened before, and the words were almost identical. So only this time the damage was more exaggerated, and apparently the damage to her face was self-inflicted, in the sense that this woman allegedly has medical training and knows how to insert or do some. She was somehow able to do that on her own, allegedly. I don't know. I have no idea. That's not my world. But allegedly that's the case being made, that she has done something to this similar in the past, and it was all to get money from GoFundMe. And on this one, her GoFundMe, last time anyone checked, was around 40,000, 45,000, something like that. And there's some people in this video that they're talking to that says that she has 4 GoFundMes for this particular event. So who knows how much money she was able to gain. So we'll see. If it is true that this was a hoax, and trust me, it'll come out. It won't take long. It'll come out. Law enforcement don't need much time to piece something like this together. You're saying you were on the streets and someone threw a rock at you or someone assaulted you. There's footage. There is video footage out there. Trust me. Did she go to an emergency room? Did she go to a proper doctor? A doctor can tell what type of trauma, right? Especially when it's blunt force trauma, they can tell there's going to be damage to your bones. It's going to be deep bruising. It's going to happen. So did she actually go to a doctor, or as alleged in this video, she went to another medical professional and just had some fluids drained from her face? Watch the video. It'll be linked in the description below. Watch the video. I hope she's not lying. I really do. And if she is lying, did she break any laws? Don't know. I don't know. But this is where we are today. This is terrible if true. But there's so many people out there looking for clout. There's people out there looking to scam. Things are only going to get worse. We're in this recession. No one wants to tell you it's an official recession yet, but trust me, that's going to come out too. People are going to be looking to get money by any means necessary. That goes hand in hand with recessions. When money gets tight, people do what they got to do. Crime goes up. All types of crime, including this type of crime. So, man, I'll keep my eye on it, guys. If you guys have any information that I don't, please shoot me a comment. I'm curious now. I really want to see what's going on. I really want to know. I'm definitely going to cover this on I Really Want to Know platform at some point. Just waiting for more information to come in. I'm pretty sure all of the media outlets are hitting up the police department to find out what's going on. Is there an investigation? If not, why? So the truth will come out. And this seems like a case where people will definitely talk. I don't think law enforcement is going to have any trouble identifying and getting information from those people who were on the scene that night. And they're going to really dig into this woman's history. And we're going to find out what's going on. All right. Man, if this is true, if this really is a hoax, it's just so sad. Well, that's it. That's all I got for now. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.